What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Club and Country. This is episode number 41, and we start today's episode with a game against Montpellier here, away from home in the south of France, taking on Montpellier, currently on a 2-game win streak right now. Obviously wins against Bastia and Monaco in the last episode. Both of those games were settled by a 0-0. Thierry Ambrose got both goals in those 2 games. So coming to this game against Montpellier here, currently 1 point behind our rivals PSG, as they are top of the table, and we are in 2nd place. Desperate to try and get ourselves back on top of the table. And as you can see, the first chance would fall to us as well in the 6th minute, and the first goal would fall to us as well. Thierry Ambrose did get the goals in the last 2 games against Bastia and Monaco, this time getting the assist, setting up little Yannick Giron and these 2 players in this Paris FC side. You know, 2 of the most important players, I feel. Yannick may be in his first season, but he's already proven this year what a valuable player he could be for club and country in many years to come. He's already got his 3rd goal from midfield in the league in this season, just 8 minutes in. What a fantastic start, and he does make it Montpellier 0, Paris FC 1. He almost got his 2nd goal of the game as well in the 44th minute. This shot from range as well, saved with the goalkeeper though, and then Bogut couldn't finish under pressure as his header went wide of the post and behind for a goal kick. But this was one of those typical FIFA 16 games though, I'm afraid, and as you can see by the half-time stats, Montpellier had all the ball in this game, 59% possession and 90% pass accuracy, but weren't doing anything with it, and were still yet to record a single shot despite trailing from the first 10 minutes. In the second half, you'll be pleased to know the exact same thing was happening. Montpellier were chasing the game, chasing a goal, chasing an equaliser. Well, I say chasing, they were more sort of just letting us have the win, to be honest. They were a goal down, but as you can see in the top left right here, all the shots were coming from Paris FC, and Montpellier had all of the ball, but done absolutely nothing with it. We kept on going for goals here, trying to extend our lead, make it 2-0, and settle the nerves. Another chance here with this shot by Bogut going just wide of the post and behind for a goal kick, but it was still 1-0. And you may notice as well, that shot there from Cardinale hit the post. You may not know too much about Cardinale, you may be wondering what youth player he is. It's sometimes confusing to stick up to date with all the youth players in the team right now, but Cardinale is a centre-back, and I bought him off the bench just after half-time to play him up front, and the reason being is because he's 6'7", and I thought he might be able to cause some pandemonium on the Montpellier defence, and he would do just that because he would score his first goal in a Paris FC shirt with just over 2 minutes to go as he makes it Montpellier 0, Paris FC 2. So I thought I'll bring him off the bench. There's nothing attack-minded about him really. He's just a very poor centre-back right now, 64 overall, but he's 6'7", and I thought he might be able to do something, you know. He hit the post and then he scored as well. It was a tap-in, but either way, he does make Montpellier 0, Paris FC 2. I thought it'd just be quite funny to see what he'd do, and because Montpellier weren't doing anything, I thought we may as well try it, and as you can see, we did win the game by 2-0. So Montpellier ended up with 57% possession and 88% pass accuracy, but didn't record a single shot in the entire game, and that's why we walk towards another victory. That's now 3 wins in a row. Also 3 clean sheets in a row as well, and I do believe that's now 6 consecutive league clean sheets in a row, or something crazy like that. But right now anyway, we're defending very well, and it's a real surprise too, because at the start of the season you heard me talking about how this season we weren't playing as well, and one of the key reasons was because we weren't defending as well. You know, brought in 2 new fullbacks, Corchia, a record signing, also our record earner right now on 50 grand a week, came for £5 million. Pound J at the time, our left back, was our record earner at 25 grand a week when we started this season off. They haven't really been doing too well for us this season, but now we're starting to turn it around a little bit, starting to look way more solid defensively. Barmy as well, who had a really struggling start to the season, is looking way more comfortable between the sticks, and it's showing with all these clean sheets. But anyway, we take on Celtic here for the 2nd of 3 games in today's episode away at Celtic Park in Scotland. This is our final Champions League group stage game. Now coming into it, if Chelsea beat Zenit away in Russia, it wouldn't matter what the result would be here in Celtic, we would be finishing a runners-up. So really, we needed Chelsea to slip up against Zenit in the final Champions League group stage game, and I couldn't see it happening even though they were away in Russia. So I decided to rest all the players for this game. Didn't see the point in playing the first 11 players as we have more important league games to come as well, knowing we were already guaranteed to be finishing in 2nd place. So I decided to rest all the players. Chelsea were leading at the break as well, away in Russia, so I wasn't really surprised about that. And Celtic, who are rock bottom of this group, were playing for pride really, trying to get themselves some, get themselves more points really. Only 1 point so far after 5 games. We of course beat them home in Paris as well. But Celtic, they have quite a few chances in this game. Fabio Miguel in for Barmy made a couple of good saves. He also hit the post here in the 82nd minute. We also hit the post in this game as well. But it did finish as a goalless draw. Final score, Celtic 0, Paris SC 0. Another clean sheet notched up as well. Really good to see as this game did finish as a goalless draw. And again, fielding a weakened side out there in the Champions League. I was thinking to myself, it probably won't matter because I do expect Chelsea to beat Zenit away in Russia. But instead, they actually drew the game 1-1. So after the game, I was thinking to myself, well, I'm a bit annoyed because, of course, how we won that game, we would have topped the group, and because of that, we may be facing a weaker side, if you will. I say weaker side, not as strong of a side, if you will, in the Champions League round of 16. But because I fielded a weakened team, that prevented us from having a best chance of winning that game, and ended up drawing the game. Had we won, it would have finished top. So I'm a little bit annoyed about that because I just didn't see Chelsea slipping up. At halftime, they were leading, and I was thinking to myself, well, there you go. It was going to happen. It doesn't matter if we lose this game. To be honest, we'll still finish in second place. But instead, obviously, knowing that had we won that game, we would have finished top. That could prove to be a really costly decision. So we'll have to keep our eye on that in the Champions League round of 16 draw. See what team we get drawn against for the games in February and March. And hopefully, it won't prove to be a costly error, and we do face a side which isn't as strong as one which we may be facing now, due to the fact we didn't top the group and finished in second place. But either way, we were through anyway. That's the most important thing. But still annoying to know that Chelsea did slip up, and that's my stupid error for not playing a stronger side. But either way, taking on Bordeaux here for the third and final game. Had to definitely get it right in this one then, after making sure all the players were rested for this one. Taking on Bordeaux here at home. First chance fell to the away side, but the second chance fell to us in the 11th minute, and we'd open the scoring as well through Saint-Maximin, cutting in from the left-hand side after the Berber spin, and going for goal on his right foot and find the back of the net as well. Last season, this guy came in, and I thought it was going to be prove to be a steal for us on the left flank. Didn't really do very well, to be honest, but this season, he's already got 2 goals. He didn't score a single goal last season, already 2 this year. That's really good to see. He's also got a couple of assists as well, and he does make it Paris FC 1, Bordeaux 0. So we take the lead in this game through Saint-Maximin, and in the 24th minute here, another good chance for Bordeaux to hit back instantly, really, as they go down the right-hand side and get themselves inside here with Laborda, taking it around Poundjay. Barmy comes out, and what a finish this was. I rarely ever see the AI chip the ball over my goalkeeper, and I didn't expect it to happen here either from close range and inside the area, but he did, and what a fantastic finish it was as well. I brought out Barmy here on the one-on-one, thought I'd try and put him off, see if he would smash the ball straight into Barmy's gloves or something, but instead dinks it over him. What a lovely finish, and Corchia on the line couldn't get it away. So a fantastic finish there by the number 15, and Bordeaux are back on level terms. So pretty frustrated about that one because there was a lack of judgment from me with Barmy bringing him out there. Didn't think he'd chip it over the goalkeeper, but he did, and it's Paris FC 1, Bordeaux 1. Not straight off half time here, the away side had a good chance to take the lead for the first time in the game, but Barmy made a fantastic save here and turned his shot behind for a corner. What a stop it was by our young goalkeeper, and it was still 1-1. But just like Montpellier though, Bordeaux were controlling the game really. They'd had all the possession in this game, 61% of it at the break to be precise, but unlike Montpellier, they were actually going for goal and trying to get shots on board, and that is why they were leveling this game and not trailing like Montpellier were. So a note to Montpellier, it's good to have possession, but you've got to get shots on goal as well. But either way, in the second half here, we would retake the lead directly from kickoff. What a lovely passing goal this was, as TR makes it 2-1 and gets his first goal of the season. This is a really nice move here. We retained possession right from kickoff, didn't give Bordeaux a sniff of the ball, and after a lovely inside pass by Thierry Ambrose here, he picks out Aziz Thiam, who does get his first goal of the season. And for Ambrose again, another assist, and this season he's got 9 goals in the league so far. May not look as good in front of goal as he had in the previous 2 seasons, but he's got assists coming in left, right and centre right now, and he's proven to be a really good team player this year. But in 54th minute though, he does get played through one-on-one here with the defender. He beats him as well, gets past him, and then takes around another defender and gets taken down as the referee gives a penalty. So it was one-on-one with the last man, then a covering defender came back, but instead the number 4 just ends up taking him down here as Ambrose actually sort of slides the other way to where I thought it was going to fall. But either way, it is a penalty. There was some contact. The defender didn't get any of the ball. Ambrose will stand up and take the penalty, and he'd score as well. Smashes it into the top corner, sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, and our skipper has now got 10 goals in the league and does reach double figures in the league as well. So really pleased with that. He may not be scoring as many goals as the last 2 seasons at this stage. He may have sort of slowed down a little bit in terms of his firepower and his conversion rate, but he's still doing quite well. That is now 10 goals, and it's still a pretty impressive record, let's be honest here. 10 goals already is pretty goddamn good. It's just compared to the other 2 seasons, it might look a little bit worse. But either way, Paris FC 3, Bordeaux 1. We are up in this game by 2 goals, and Ambrose will get his second goal in the game as well in the 79th minute. A really nice finish here. And for Thierry Ambrose, another goal getting notched up. That is now, what, 4 goals in his last 5 games. So I said that he wasn't playing as well, but either way, he is still in red hot form as per usual. He does score another goal here. It's his second goal of the game, to add to an assist as well. And with 10 minutes to go, he wraps up the points in style and makes it Paris FC 4, Bordeaux 1. So 4 goals to 1, this scoreline right here. But it will soon become 4-2. Bordeaux will grab themselves another goal in this game. Really poor defensively from me. Tried to head this ball back with Poundjay here to Barmy, as I frequently do. Sometimes it does go wrong, admittedly, and in this occasion it does. I headed it straight to a Bordeaux player instead. Picked out a white shirt shirt as opposed to a pink one, and Pablo turns it in after giving away the penalty, does redeem himself. So it's 4-2 here, but it was to prove to be just a consolation goal for Bordeaux. I couldn't see them getting back in the game, and they didn't. Final score here, a 6-goal thriller, and for once, a really good game in FIFA 16. Doesn't happen very often, so whenever it does, I'm always pleased to see it. A good game in FIFA 16, a fun one, an exciting one, and a very enjoyable one to play. And the most important thing was that we came through with a win. Bordeaux feel harshly done by for not getting anything from the game, but we were more clinical. That's the most important thing, and we do win the game by 4-2. And as you can see by the league table as well, are currently top, even though PSG do have a game in hand on us. But that does in today's episode of Club and Country though, guys, so thank you very much for watching the video. Really hope you have enjoyed it. If you enjoyed today's episode of Club and Country, then please leave likes, that's of course much appreciated, and it really just helps the channel out. And I'll see you for the next episode of Club and Country very soon.